Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Duo Group Ironman. In the last video, I got 200 more Zora KC to get to a nice clean 2k. I did some solo chambers and got dex number 4, and my duo teammate Spookdog and I did 100 more Corp KC. Our total is now around 200, and we got our first elixir in the last video. So at this point, we could get a sigil at any time and be done with our first spirit shield, first full completed spirit shield. Of course, that's the point where most Ironmen end up being with Corp, since the sigil is pretty much the hard part to get for the shield. But as the title of this video implies, in typical Loki fashion, in this video I want to go for the drop rate of any sigil, which is 1 out of 585, or get the sigil, whichever comes first. And in the last video, I did a bunch of rune crafting. I crafted about 200,000 astral runes because I was running pretty low. I used Venge for Corp and Zora, and like all the lunar spells require you to use astral runes, so we're probably always going to need more. I don't even know if this will be enough for us to last forever. It probably won't be, but at least with this amount we will be set for some time. I also just really love seeing the number of items in the bank go up. So with all these runes I have, a lot of them are the white stacks of 100k plus, which I love seeing every time I open the bank. For the next couple days, my teammate's going to be working on 2 videos. So in the meantime, I'm going to go back to doing solo chambers because I still want to get a lot better at them. I've improved a lot over the last like 50 KC or whatever that I've done. But I feel like there's always so much more room for improvement to be made, and there's so many good items to get. I'm already extremely lucky with the drops, 8 in 3.38 million points when I should be at like not even 4, so I probably deserve to go on like a 4 million point dry streak at this point. I have gone on drier streaks than that before, by the way. I've had like a 7 million personal point dry streak at one point, not in this account obviously, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's get back into the solo chambers though. Probably my favorite content in the game at the moment. First raid of the, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you serious, dude? Okay, first freaking raid of the video. Was that back to back? I forgot if I did one in between. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. All right. Deserved. I just went back to check the clips. That was not in fact a back-to-back because the dex I got last video, that was 117. So there was one raid in between. This reminded me though, there's a plugin on RuneLite to hide the loot so I don't have to do this thing every time, which is kind of annoying. So I'm going to find that plugin. Okay, I found this one, this Sensors Chambers of Xeric Unique. So let's install that. So we'll see next time I get a purple. It'll, I guess, hide, might put like question marks or something there. We'll see. Hopefully, hopefully we get another purple this video. I am cooking in RuneScape, and there's a milestone here to check in with. That is 400 million total XP. Here's a clip of me practicing my flame wall skipping at Ulm. I bring lunars into chambers for the flame wall as well as to fill up vials faster. But someday when I'm better, I'll be confident enough to bring thralls to solo chambers. But for now, I still sometimes get caught in the flame wall, so all I can do is continue to try to learn from my mistakes. This was a PB, 29-28. I didn't beat my PB by much, but a PB is a PB. I was kind of messing around at Ulm, and I figured out that when I'm doing the 3-0 mage skipping, that in that middle sort of spot, I can do a melee hit on the other hand in between the other 2 mage hits. I don't know why I tried this or what was going through my head. I feel like at Ulm we just kind of have a lot of time to think. But I was just like, hey, I'm going to try to be cool, and it actually worked, and it made me feel kind of cooler than I was already, even though I wasn't already. This really only works during P3 though, because for the first 2 phases, if you do too much melee damage, then the melee hand will cripple, which means you can't hit it for a little while. So I guess for anyone who's new to chambers, that's why for the first 2 phases, you always end up killing the mage hand first. From what I remember, generally, I think the bigger the team size, the more damage the melee hand can take during P1 and P2 before it cripples, but in a solo, it could just barely take any damage before it cripples. Oh my gosh, I'm in the middle of a raid right now, and I just see this in the chat box. I can't grats you right now though, I'm busy. Normally my second dose of overload runs out a bit before the final phase, so like the timing normally works out well to where I don't have to worry about the overload running out at the end. However, in this raid, I was a bit ahead of schedule and I got to the final phase with just a little bit of overload left. And let me tell you, for my very large sample size of one time trying this out, having to overload during the final phase is a pretty stressful thing to have to do. And speaking of stressful situations, here's my favorite thing to have happen during the Ulm fight that is definitely not stressful at all whatsoever. So I crafted all those astral runes last video, and I sort of started casting magic imbue in the raids because I already have all the runes on me. I don't bring the staff in with me, it's just while I'm scouting on my main out here, I just decided to put it on to save some runes. But that's another use case for all those astral runes, which I think I forgot to mention last video. It's kind of free magic XP. That was a pretty nice PB, 2801. As I was zooming through that one. Hello, back in the Myths Guild, and I got a virtual cooking level of 103. I just realized if I do get a purple, even if it is hidden in like the normal chat box, it might still show up in our group chat as a valuable drop. But there's only one way to find out, which is get a purple, which I'm going to do next raid. Probably not. I realized the use case for doing the 2 mage hits and 1 melee hit during P3. You normally start out meleeing, but sometimes you mess up the melee hand halfway through or just get out of the rotation for one reason or another before it's down to being on its last hit. And at that point, I just go to doing 3-0 mage skipping. But in order to save me from having to get into the 4-1 melee skipping again during this phase, I can use this method to slowly whittle the melee hand down so that by the time the mage hand is ready to go, the melee hand will be ready too. I hate so much when this happens. It rarely happens, but when it does, it's so annoying. I get the falling crystals, and at the same time I get the teleport, but I don't know that I got teleports because the falling crystals is already making the little ring around my character, and the other teleport portal is too far out of the camera because I'm too far zoomed in. And I guess over time I'm kind of slowly adding more and more pieces of gear, and this raid I added the crystal helm into my arsenal, which is not only nice for Ulm, but also throughout the raid because you do tend to use range a lot in chambers. I completely missed this. I don't know when I got 20 mil cooking. I just saw the little blue notification in the group chat, so I guess I missed it by 60k XP. Today was one full day of raiding, and I feel like this is the maximum amount I could do in a day where I'm like not interrupted with IRL stuff, but also not completely mentally draining myself to the point where I'm not getting up from the computer at all. I got 13 raids done today, and it's around like 1 in 30, maybe a little bit more common, but around 1 in 30 to get a drop. So at this pace, 13 kills a day, I would expect a purple every 2.5 days of raiding, my maximum amount per day that I think is reasonable. Guys, it is time to go back to Corporeal Beast. We left off at like just over 200 KC between the two of us. I probably said that at the start of the video, I think, but it's been a few days for me. Anyways, we got a bunch of spirit shields, we got 1 elixir. So at this point, all we're going for is just any sigil. It'd be so sweet to have. So let's get back at it. My resume says I went to the School of Hard Knocks and I now work at the Krusty Krab. Congrats on the strength level.
Thank you. I can't believe you've been streaming for like 2 hours and we haven't gotten a drop.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially for 1 out of 2.
Yeah.
All right, here's our sigil. Thank you. No way, dude. Are you serious? Bro.
All you have to do is complain about being unlucky.
There's no way. If you called every time, eventually you'll be right. Bro. Wait, what's your KC at?
71.
That's 120. Wait, 2. Wait, I can do math. 224 KC for a sigil. Bro. I guess we should go make it then, huh?
Yeah.
We're gonna need 10,000 soul runes. Go into the group storage, grab out the elixir, spirit shield. To make the blessed spirit shield, we need 85 prayer. Crap, wait, I don't know if we can make this. Okay, here, we'll combine those together. Our first blessed spirit shield, and then attach the arcane sigil with 10,000 soul runes. Wait, no, I'm missing something. Wait, hold on. Oh wait, okay, wait, just kidding. Okay, sigil on the ward is all we need. Okay, so we just have an extra blessed spirit shield. 10,000 soul runes. Oh my god. That's so cool.
Wow.
Okay, we can't trade it actually. That's okay though. We'll get a second one, it's fine. And then someday you'll be able to equip it once you get 80 prayer. Okay, do you want to keep going or?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep going.
Now we gotta get me the pet.
Yeah, we'll get you the pet. And I guess it's good that we don't have to attach the spirit shield to the sigil, because now if we were to hypothetically get another sigil, then we could attach that to the blessed spirit shield. Unless it's arcane, then we might want to hold off until we get a second ward. If you do want to dismantle the fortified Eldinus ward, you can do that, but you don't get the 10,000 soul runes back. So it's not like a big deal, but 10,000 soul runes is a lot of Xeric rune crafting. Me getting lucky with literally every drop. Damn, that's crazy. I can't believe it. Do you believe in the back-to-back?
I believe.
I don't. Wow. Can't believe it.
You didn't believe hard enough. It's your fault.
Need to use the global consciousness to make it happen, but just how it goes sometimes. I can't believe how unlucky we are. This game's so unfair.
Yeah, we're so unlucky.
Okay, if this is my drop, then it's actually the back-to-back. Oh my god. Okay, this was actually the back-to-back because it was my drop, but oh, no sigil. I guess all things considered, getting something at like a bit under half the drop rate isn't crazy rare, but considering how long it takes to get to the drop rate for this specific item, that's a good thing you want to choose to get lucky on. Yeah, technically we need another. Oh I got it, okay. Thank frick, Kip. I guess I should show this now in case we don't end up coming back to Corp for a while. Sometimes none of the cannons will be on the right timing to kill the core with the pattern that you're running, and assuming the pattern that you're running is on tiles that the cannon can actually hit, the best way I found to kill the core without losing your DPS on the boss is to stall the cannon. If you blinked, you might have missed what I did there, so I'll show another example. I opened up a skill tab, and whenever you have an interface like that open, the cannon just does not move. So you can stall it for a tick, and then that should put it on the right timing to kill the core. Okay, I put some super combats in the group storage for you. Oh, I also started a bark collection because the vampires, for vampire tasks, they drop bark. So I thought that'd be kind of funny because, like Spook Dog, like bark. Do you guys get it? It's a really tough crowd today, man. My first car, also my previous car, which is also my first car, was named LeBron. I named her LeBron because she was a Chevy Cavalier. And you can't just get a Cavalier in 2015 and not name it LeBron. My new car now, it's not a Cavalier, so I wasn't able to name it LeBron, so I had to come up with a new name for it. So I decided to name it LeBron too. I'll stick to my day job, don't worry. It's not a joke though, but just trying to explain myself properly. The last kill of the night. Will we be the first ever duo group Ironman team to get 2 sigils from Corp in one night? Let's find out. Literally never.
Sad game.
Oh, it's already been almost 5.5 hours. Went by pretty fast, I feel like. I don't know, I feel like it's only been a couple hours. Did that go by fast to you too, or is it not? It was just me.
Not really.
Oh, I guess you weren't having fun then.
I was having fun.
It's fine. I can take a hint.
No.
You're like, oh, thank God we got a sigil. I don't have to go to Corp anymore. Oh.
Finally, I can do agility.
Finally, we can play the game again. Yeah, so pretty crazy and pretty fun day at Corp today. Now that it's settled down and I'm just chilling, let's go over this new item and why it's so good. Basically, it's the best in slot magic shield in the game. I think it becomes irrelevant if you have Tumikin's Shadow, since that's a two-handed staff, but we don't have that and might never get it. You need 90 smithing and 90 prayer to combine the Arcane Sigil and Eladinus Ward into the Fortified Eladinus Ward, and then 80 magic, prayer, and defense to equip it. I'll show the stats of the Fortified Eladinus Ward on the right side, and the most important thing is really that 5% magic damage. The accuracy, prayer bonus, and pretty good defenses are all perks too though, of course. And I want to compare it to a couple things on the left side. First, here's the regular Eladinus Ward. It's a relatively common unique from TOA, so it's not crazy good, but I mean, 3% magic damage is still pretty nice, even though all the other stats suck. And then compared to the Arcane Spirit Shield, which was previously the best in slot mage shield before the Ward came out, the Ward is the same, if not better, in every single way. It has the same defense bonuses, but the Fortified Ward has more accuracy, prayer, and of course, it has the magic damage bonus. I've just spent all night cooking while I was editing these clips, and they were so fun to watch through. I was smiling the whole time. But what are we gonna do next, dude? I don't know. I thought we'd be at Corp for a while. I say that a lot, don't I? What do I do next? I think I was at 149 Chambers KC, so it's pretty late now, but in the morning, maybe I'll do one more raid before wrapping up the video. Yeah, I'll make that clean 150. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed very soon. So, see you in the morning. All right, this will be KC number 150. In retrospect, maybe I should have brought the new shield that we just got, but, oh, I did not know that was a task. Cool. I am a Grandmaster, and we did not get another purple this video besides for the first purple of the video, or the first raid of the video. Got a lot of arrows, though, I would use for my T-bow, if I had one. I started the video at 118 Chambers KC, so I did 32 raids this video. I gained a bit over 1 million personal points as well, because I started at 3.38 million. In the next video, I'm going to be doing something that I put off for no reason for a long time that I probably should have done before I maxed, but you'll have to wait until the next video to find out what that is if you couldn't guess already. But with that said, make sure to check out my duo teammate Spookdog's channel, linked below in every video description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.